Yeah, you went to California for the EP. You recorded it analog with analog. Is that something you continue to do with this record?
Which basically it was mixed and mastered onto tape. We recorded it onto Pro Tools, but yeah, wherever possible, we kind of like the kind of analog tape sound. Like Sam owns part of the studio where it's kind of
all
tape
tape
machines.
Yeah.
And why do you prefer this thing?
It's just, well, for me, it's the sound. It's got, it's like when we listen to vinyl, it's got a different sound.
Tape does
to digital, basically.
Tape does the thing as well, like where the digital medium is a completely accurate form of recording, but there's things that it's almost too good. Tape has a thing where, especially with drums and bass, if you kind of fire them at the tape machine almost, the tape sort of sucks up the sound in a way that something digital doesn't. You use compression in recordings, and tape itself is like a natural compressor. If it's I can get really geeky about this.
I was worried about that.
Yeah,
I was worried.
I'm actually getting. Here comes the science. Tape rocks, basically.
Oh,
but it's not essential. It's not. You can record something.
Yeah,
very
and
cheaply.
it can sound great. You know.
But you mentioned being geeky about it. Is that something you all really care about, the intricacies?
Yeah, and sounds. Like that's like with guitars, we always like getting good guitars and just getting the best out of it and getting good sounds and stuff. Like all the people we like. That's part of the reason why we like them, because they take pride in their tone.
Yeah, this is our craft. We should hope. We're trying to become, the best at what, not the best at what you do in terms of I'm better than someone else, but you want to make something as beautiful as possible, and that can be the instrument or the equipment around it, but ultimately it's the performance and the heart, and that's the most important thing.
I think in your head you've got a sound, and I think the quest is to get to that sound. It's that like sort of long journey that you always want to get to that sound in your head, and you still can't. You never find it. I don't think you kind of keep going and going and going. That'll get nearer it.
That will help you make the next record after the record.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to ask, do you ever reach that point?
No. I don't think you. Well, personally, I don't think you ever do. I think that's why you keep making more, and you try different styles and different things on the journey to that sound in your head.
A constant search, the holy grail.
The tinnitus in your head.
Oh.
Okay. Well, you've done quite well. You were the talent. You won the talent award, Glastonbury. But your music is very much Americana orientated. Do you look forward, or is it something that occupies your mind to be successful in America as well? Or?
Well, I think if you're in a band, America is a huge market as well as Europe. So to get even just to get a shot at it, it'd be good to go there and play some gigs. And the dream is to have a good career over there. But
and also it's where it's like it's the homeland of a lot of what we love. It's not a perfect place, but musically the heritage is just vast, and I'm sure we're going to meet great bands there, and people who naturally connect to our music.
Yes. There is steps in place to see what happens over there at a minute. So that's a big excitement for us a lot to go over there and play our brand of their music back to them, kind of thing.
And well, it is quite interesting how it's a London-based band. You do have one American player, but you play American music, and you're going over there as well. I'm not saying it's the same like the blues invasion.
But it's just a similar kind of thing. Like a lot of people say, "Oh, when I first heard you, I thought you'd be American," and it's like, I don't know if that I can't really answer that question. It's just something we just do, kind of thing. But
we're not trying to sing or make music like anyone else. We're just trying to do what we do, and it will naturally come out a certain way because of what we all like. I think that's the American thing, isn't it?
Yeah, some of the bands, but then, like we like a lot of English bands as well. Like Fairport and Heads, Hands and Feet. There's a lot of the Coral, and there's loads of bands in Britain that we like. that kind of, but do a similar sort of thing, that they take American stuff and make it their own, you know. And I think that's our goal, is to make the sound we like, but then make it ourselves. You know, I think we're doing so far all right with that.
Yeah. Well, I'm happy. I'm happy.